thought for today's video I'd have a look at getting stuff lined up. I know lots of new crafters struggle with getting mats and layers lined up. This one isn't stuck down yet, so it keeps going crooked. But I'm working on this card and I thought I'd show you how I get my mats and layers to line up. I use double-sided tape, so I'm going to tilt the camera down and show you what I do. I'm going to start by putting tape on this piece of card. Okay, so for a piece of card, I'm using this wide double-sided tape, but you could do this method just as easily with narrow double-sided tape. And let me just show you where I've already put tape on this layer. You see, I start in the corner, but I don't go all the way to the other corner. I stop for the width of the tape. So there, and then the next one starts in the corner and goes along to this point here. And then the next one starts in the corner. So, no rulers for measuring. Take your tape, and I like to cut, other people like to tear, but come in from the end by about the width of the tape and cut or tear. And put your tape down on the card, turn it round and repeat from the corner. I can't take credit for this idea. I learnt it from a lady whose name I can't remember, but she demonstrates for Hunky Dory on Create and Craft, and I saw her doing this technique and I thought, well, that's a very good way of being able to get things straight. So it is important that each piece of tape stops before the corner and that the pieces of tape do not overlap. Now, if you find that you've come too far along with this, just peel the backing off a little bit, put your next piece of tape down, and then let the backing go back in place. It was just clear there, but I wasn't sure until I'd actually put the piece of tape down where it was going to land. So that's my mat and layer. So I'm going to put that onto my card base, onto the front. So I want to get this lined up so I've got an equal border all the way around. But you can bet when you go to stick it, you'll find that it's gone crooked. There are glues you can use that let you wiggle things into place. But this works just as well. So my double-sided tape, there's a reason that we've got it in this sort of configuration. So it doesn't matter which two corners, but two corners you're going to peel the tape, the backing, back just a little way to leave an end sticking out from the card, and just crease it so that it stays bent. Yeah, and do the same on the piece of tape adjacent to it, so on the other side of the corner. So there I've got my corners. And then I'm going to do the diagonal opposite corner. Okay, so the important thing is that all four of the pieces of tape have a corner lifted from the backing. I'll get that on the camera for you. Back away. There you go, the four pieces. So now, when I want to lay this down, I can lay down and put pressure on the corners that don't have the tape lifted at all while I'm getting things lined up. So let's show you that. Come in under the camera. So I'm using this corner right where the backing hasn't been lifted, and the other corner and the card's not stuck down, and I can slide it into place, get the edges straight, get the top and the bottom the same. And I'm actually moving this and making sure you look, make sure you look over your card so you're looking straight down on it if you can. Some people like to make sure they stand up and do this bit, but when you're happy with it, you hold it still and you just press those corners, the ones that have got the piece of the release on the back of the tape sticking out. And then this is the really clever bit, because these bits are still flapping around, but these bits are stuck down. But now I can gently pull the piece of release paper off the back of the tape from behind there and from behind there. Just move that side down, and then I can do the same on this one and on this one and there. It's straight, it's even, it hasn't been a nightmare. Done. And then I'd carry on and stick this one down using exactly the same method to create the layer on top. Now, I'm going to come back to this card in another video where I'm going to show you lining things up for foiling so that I can foil a sentiment and foil a border on it. So that'll be my next one on lining things up. Thanks for watching.